In this video, you are going to learn how you can use a WordPress plugin to increase the page visibility of your homepage. It is about search engine optimization, and the plugin that I want to introduce to you is the very famous Yoast SEO plugin. You can already see here from the number of ratings and from the number of installations, over 1 million, how popular this plugin is. It's really one of the most essential plugins that you are going to use if you want to make a successful web page, and I want to show you how you can implement it and increase the visibility of certain websites on your website. Now, this is not an entire introduction to search engine optimization. This is a much too broad and big field, and yeah, in general it would be good if you're a little bit familiar with that. If not, well, you at least become a little bit familiar through this video about keyword optimization. Okay, let's suppose we have a blog on our website, and I actually want to use this example of a blog because this is one of the better and easier ways to increase visibility of certain texts and of certain things on your website. So I created a sample blog per article on this blog page now, and it is about hiking. So let's just assume a scenario where we have an online shop, or we are a provider of tours in the Alps, of hiking tours. And we want to increase the visibility of our website when somebody enters the keywords hiking in the Alps in Google. So this is what SEO is about: looking out for certain keywords, using them on your blog page, and try to be ranked with these certain keywords on Google very high. Now, in general, you don't necessarily need a plugin to do so, to actually make great SEO on your website and to make your website visible. You don't really need a plugin for that. But especially if you're a little bit of a beginner in SEO, and if you're not completely familiar with all the rules that potentially rank your page higher for certain keywords, a plugin like the Yoast SEO is really, really helpful. And I want to show you now how you actually apply this plugin on a certain text, on this example text about hiking. Now, first of all, let's move to the plugin section of our WordPress installation. As always, we go to Add New to actually add the Yoast SEO plugin, and we are searching for it, and here we go. Let's install and activate it very quickly. Okay, so you can see we have installed it successfully, and we don't actually want this tour guide, but yeah, as soon as you have installed it and you move to any of your posts and pages, let's move to our hiking post here, and you will already notice a couple of differences here. You will have this Yoast SEO box below every page and every post, and basically every content type of your website in general. And this is the management box of your SEO, and it is very, very helpful because what we can see here in the very beginning is a snippet editor, and this is a preview of the snippet of the thing that will be visible in the search results of Google if somebody finds your website or this particular article actually. And through this Yoast SEO plugin, we, for example, this is just one functionality, we have the option to design this snippet actually of our article. So we can completely control what is written here as the title, as a URL, and also as the preview text here, or the summary of this page. Then in the second part here, we have the focus keyword area. I tell you in a moment what this is more about. And then here in the bottom, we have the content analysis. So this is already it. The content analysis works like a traffic light system and shows you actually how good your article or this particular page ranks for your focus keyword. Okay, so what is the focused keyword? Let's go back to our scenario that we are a provider of tours in the Alps for hiking. So through a longer research and analysis of Google Analytics or Google AdWords or anything like that, with the keyword tool, for example, we potentially found out that hiking in the Alps would be a really good keyword for our page to people that are looking for such tours in the Alps. So if we decided that would be our keyword, then we would need to put this in here as a focus keyword. So we write in here, hiking in the Alps. And once we've done that, we can already see that this overall ranking thing here, this little circle, changed its color to orange. And we also saw here that this traffic light system changed a lot, because this plugin is now trying to figure out how many times this focus keyword actually appears in all elements of this page. And by all elements, I mean the title, the URL, and the overall content. It takes into consideration this snippet, but also this overall text. And depending how many times it appears here, the ranking is rather green, meaning good, or rather not that good, meaning orange or red. And our aim now for the overall page is to actually get as many of these little circles to green as possible. And the better our page ranks here, the higher are the chances that we rank higher on Google for this particular keyword. Sounds very easy? Well, let's try to get something done here just as examples, and let's have a look at some of these things of the criteria that I've written here in the content analysis. For example, no subheading tags like an H2 appear in the copy. So this doesn't even have anything to do with our focus keyword, as it just says there should be H2, at least some subheadings like H2, to appear in our text. So this is one quite easy thing to change. So let's change from the text appearance actually into a visual text area. And here we have the control over the text types, for example. And let's try to put H2 tags above every paragraph here. So here we would write, just as an example, hiking in the Alps is an adventure. And then we would change this little heading to an H2. Okay, maybe we could just do this from the text area. This is sometimes easier. So all we have to do is add some easy HTML here. And now we have some H2 subheading here. And we can do the same actually for the second paragraph here. The Alps offer an amazing experience. Okay, and by just writing these two H2 into our copy, into our actually text, we already changed one of those circles here to green. It says the focus keyword appears in 1 out of 2 subheadings, and this is already enough to make it green here. So step by step, we increase the visibility of this page for this particular focus keyword. So these were some content-wise criteria here. Let's now for a moment take care of this snippet editor and also of the title. So let's just quickly change the overall blog article title to hiking in the Alps. And that would change already another circle to green. The page title contains the focus keyword at the beginning, which is considered to improve rankings. So not only should the page title contain the focus keyword, but in the best case, it also appears in the beginning. So another very cool and easy thing to do is to just change the URL, which on default takes the first title that it had when we created the post. And we can also just edit here and write hiking in the Alps. We just connect it through minuses here, otherwise it's considered as one word. And these minuses work like spaces in the URL basically. And we save this and we get another green circle here. The focus keyword appears in the URL of this page. Very cool. And now we can also see here that the snippet editor changed. It took the title here in the very beginning, and it also uses the URL here, which is visible in the snippet. So the only thing left to do here for the snippet now is to work on this summary or of this preview text here. And it should, as you saw here, you just have 2 lines of text space for it. And we should try to use this space wisely to accommodate our focus keyword at least once. And we should also try to not leave too much blank space here, because it just looks more attractive if we add more text in here. Now let's just start with our focus keyword in the beginning again, and we write hiking in the Alps can be considered as one of the best sports to increase your health. Okay, so this is one line, and we can see we got another green circle here, and our overall rating for our page changed to green as well. Now let's just add some more text in here. You can go hiking not only in winter, but also during all other seasons of the year. Okay, we saw we used a little bit too much text here. Let's cut down the text a little bit. If we take out the all, it should just be enough. Now actually, as you just saw, maybe it's not possible to fill this both lines entirely, or maybe just this snippet editor is a bit different from what we actually see on Google, but it will tell us how many letters we have left here. Anyway, we accommodated our keyword here and here, and the overall ranking improved a little bit. And we can see there are still a number of criteria left that we could improve on. And actually one easy thing that I just noticed now is the title just contains 31 characters, but it should potentially be a little bit more, because not only could we just accommodate the focus keyword, we can also just increase the length. Wonderful, relaxing sport. How does it look now? It still says WordPress in the end, but at least it's longer now, and we also got this circle green here. So you can see here, maximum 70 characters, and we are now between 40 and 70 somewhere, since this circle is green here. Now one criteria is the flash reading ease test. It basically says that the readability of the text should be as easy as possible. So we should not use too many long and complicated sentences, not too many complicated words, things like this, to make it more readable for all kinds of people out there. And this would of course take a little bit longer to improve on. Of course, the keyword density is important, would also take some time to accommodate our focus keyword a couple of more times in the text. The density should be at least 1 to 2% or something, maybe even up to 5%, depending what sources you're using. Of course, it's not making sense to just put the keyword in a lot just to have it in there. It should also make sense. Otherwise, it might be easily either confusing to your readers or considered as keyword stuffing to Google, which also results in actually punishment of your ranking and not improving of it. So at the moment it was of course just found one time, which is too little. We only put it in one of those sub-headlines here, and with a little bit more time we would need to put the keyword a couple of more times in there. Also including images will help. Also the images should contain the focus keyword if possible in the alternative title or in the title itself, and also in the file title before the file is uploaded to the website. It also helps to create some links in the page to link to other articles, but actually these are, by this outbound links, they actually mean external links to other websites, articles on other websites for the same topic, or just to shops where certain connected items could be bought potentially, like maybe some sports gear that you can use for hiking and you can buy on Amazon or something like that. Of course, you have to become a little bit creative, but I think this tutorial or this introduction to the SEO plugin was already very helpful to you. And of course, if you have any question about it, please leave the question in the comments, and maybe either other students could help you, or of course, I will write an answer to your question.